There's a sense of hope for Bears fans, and it's because of this guy, Caleb Williams, a rookie quarterback that is certainly in a good situation for a first overall pick. We saw flashes of greatness from Caleb Williams in his preseason debut against the Bills. We saw that no-look screen pass to DeAndre Swift that went viral. It was everywhere on social media. Williams finished 95 yards on 4 of 7 passing. The Bears, Chris, are they getting into the playoffs?
I think they should, yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
All right, so let's get to it. The Chicago Bears with a lot of expectations this season. We have Pete Prisco and Lige Douzable with us. Right now, when you look at the betting markets, the Bears are about even money to make the postseason. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the entire division, the NFC North, which some people will argue is the best division in football. Some. Not all, some.
NFC for sure.
No, I won't.
Okay, I've heard some people say it.
AFC North.
I have heard it. Not these guys, though, apparently. The Bears, you got to win, what, 9, 10 games to get into the postseason. Lige is going to WNL the schedules for every team in the division, and then, Pete, you can have at it however you feel. How do you think the Bears do this season, Lige?
Me and Pete have kind of been on board with this. We think the Bears will be great next year. I think they're a year away. I have them going 8-9, and they could potentially even go 9-8. Does that get you into the playoffs in the NFC side? Maybe. You said it has 9 wins, 10 wins for sure will probably get you in. I think they go 8-9. I love what I saw from Caleb Williams in his NFL preseason debut. We talked about it a little yesterday. The fact that people had question marks, Pete, could he play within the offense? Could he play from within the pocket? He showed all that in that preseason debut, right? That 3rd and 12 completion to DJ Moore where he scans the field, looks right, first read, second read's not there, flips his hips, throws an absolute dot on a comeback route. That we knew he had mobility, right? Scamper for 13+ yards and a first down on a pivotal 3rd down, and then the off-platform throw on the bootleg. Being able to find Cole Kmet off script downfield for a big catch and run. If he continues to develop, Pete, this could be a team that does muddle around 9 or 10 wins, but I think they're a year away. Love what I saw from this defense last year. Was number 1 the last 6 weeks in points per game, interceptions, and rushing touchdowns given up. And they were number 1, Pete, against the run all season long. And they picked up right where they left off against that Buffalo team in preseason week 1, stifling the run. So I think next year will be their year. It is all going to depend on the development of Caleb Williams, though.
Lige, it's the preseason.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing what we get off of the preseason and training camp. You get a video of every throw any guy makes against air. Look, Caleb Williams didn't look lost, but he's playing vanilla football. And you hear reports that he hasn't been great at times in their camp, which is a little bit of a concern. He did get outside the pocket. He made a great throw. That you can't teach what he did outside the pocket. But again, it's all going to be what happens inside the pocket for him. How does he handle that? So I just say slow the roll. I think what I said, I thought they might be a playoff team this year. I said that last year before they even got him, remember? I think it's a year away. I really do. So
Will
8 or 9.
He be the best Bears quarterback of all time?
Yes.
It's not a high bar.
I mean, Sid Luckman is the greatest Bears quarterback of all time, but I think this guy, and that was a long time ago, even I didn't cover that, but this guy has a chance to be special.
All right, so you have the Bears going 8-9. Let's talk about the Packers because, Pete, this is a team that you were very bullish on last season. It was the youngest team to get a playoff win in years and years and years. Jordan Love just got paid. Lige, how do you think this season plays out for them?
I think they're going to have a lot of success this year. I believe they'll go 10-7 this year. And when you look at the schedule, to me, I believe it's tied 4th for strength of schedule as far as how hard it is. But I really love what I saw from Jordan Love the last 8-9 weeks of the season. I don't believe, Pete, anybody played with more confidence than Jordan Love. This is, we kind of talked about it earlier, the hardest division in the NFC. I think the hardest division of football is the AFC North. So it's going to be a gauntlet for this team. They're going to be playing the Detroit Lions, who I think is probably going to win the division. We just talked about how the Chicago Bears most likely will be improved. So it's tough. They have games, you know, against the Rams, who are going to be a really good team. They have the whole NFC West. So when you look at that games against the 49ers and Dolphins and Lions, I think that's the gauntlet right there they got to get through if they want to contend for the NFC North. Also love the change they had on defense, bringing in Jeff Hafley. They're going to be more attacking style defense. And then one of the most underrated signings, Pete, Xavier McKinney. I can't believe the Giants let him walk out the door. They had issues in their secondary last year. Jair Alexander wasn't healthy. When healthy, to me, is a top 3 corner. You pair him with Xavier McKinney, watch out. This team is going to be good again.
I think you're a little low on them, to be honest with
I know you have them winning the division.
Of course I do. Of course I do. I mean, I just think what I saw from Love last year, that guy's ready to really explode. But not only that, he didn't have his receivers together the entire year. None of them. None of them. I mean, they were in and out of the lineup. And you know,
except for Dobbs. Dobbs was like the only constant.
But Watson was in and out, and he's had hamstring issues all year long. He's going to be back in the lineup healthy and gives them a deep threat. They say they don't have a #1 wide receiver. They just have a bunch of good ones. The offensive line will be good because that's what the Green Bay Packers do. They make, you know, average players into good offensive linemen. You go to the other side of the ball, I'm with you. They're going to be much more aggressive. This team is winning the division. I think they're the best team in that division.
And I think a change-up, they'll be a little bit more physical in the run game with Josh Jacobs than they were with Aaron Jones. Now, Aaron Jones is a heck of a running back, but I think as far as running in between the tackles, Josh Jacobs gives them a different element.
Don't take the ball out of the quarterback's hands. Run when you need to run. Don't make it a focal point of the offense.
We started this by kind of talking about how the Bears haven't had a good quarterback ever. Well, the Lions really have never been in the position that they're going to be in this season as not the team that everybody's rooting for, the up-and-comer. They're the hunted now. They're the team that people are going to be gunning for. So what do you see from the Lions this season?
I got them repeating as division champs. And when you look at this schedule, Jared Goff, you know this, Pete, when he plays in good weather in the Dome, he's almost impossible to beat. And when you look at this schedule, there's only 3 games that are not in the Dome for Jared Goff. So that bodes well for the Detroit Lions. The biggest issue for them last year, Pete, was the secondary, more specifically corner. Well, they kind of rectified that this year, getting Terrion Arnold in the first round, and a Graystraw. They doubled down and got him in the second round. But getting Carlton Davis before the draft was massive because Aaron Glenn likes to play man coverage. That is where Carlton Davis relishes, right? That's what he wants to do. He wants to get in the receiver's face and be physical corner. So they literally turned a weakness into a strength in regards to fixing that secondary. Love how they locked up all their corner pieces. Penei Sewell, we've talked about this, Pete, has taken over as the best right tackle in all of football. Amon-Ra St. Brown has proven that he's not only an all-pro receiver, but he's a true #1 receiver. So I love that they locked him up and Jared Goff. Again, Jared Goff doesn't lose in good weather.
The Eagles' upcoming primetime matchup against the Packers in Sao Paulo, Brazil, is not just another regular season game. It's a historic moment for the NFL and a significant milestone for the Eagles organization. This game marks the first ever regular season NFL contest in Brazil, and it's only fitting that the Eagles, a team with a rich international history, are part of such an iconic event. NBC's choice of the broadcast team is another layer of excitement for fans. Noah Eagle, who has already made a name for himself as an emerging on-air personality, brings youthful energy and a fresh perspective to the play-by-play commentary. Paired with Todd Blackledge, a seasoned analyst with deep insights into the game, and Kaylee Hardum on the sidelines, this team promises to deliver a broadcast that will capture the intensity and drama of this historic game. Their combined experience, particularly in high-stakes matchups like the AFC Wild Card games, ensures that viewers will get comprehensive and engaging coverage of the action on the field. From an Eagles fan's perspective, this game is not just about the spectacle of playing in a foreign land, but also about how the team will stack up against a formidable opponent in the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love, who left a strong impression on the Eagles' defense 2 years ago, is now a rising star, and his duel with the Eagles' secondary, especially the battle against Darius Slay, will be one to watch closely. The Packers bring a loaded roster with playmakers at every key position, promising a thrilling encounter under the bright lights of Sao Paulo. For the Eagles, this game is also a chance to showcase their own elite talents on a global stage. With the likes of Jalen Hurts leading the offense and a defense bolstered by emerging stars, the team will be looking to make a statement. The international setting adds an extra layer of pressure and excitement, as the Eagles will aim to replicate the success they found in their last regular season international game in London, where they secured a hard-fought victory. Moreover, this matchup is part of a monumental weekend for football fans, with 4 consecutive nights of primetime football on Peacock, kicking off the NFL season in grand fashion. It's not just a game. It's part of a larger celebration of football that spans multiple continents and brings together fans from around the world. In summary, the Eagles-Packers game in Brazil is a rare opportunity to see the team on an international stage, competing in a historic event that will be remembered for years to come. With a stellar broadcast team, a high-caliber opponent, and the eyes of the world watching, this game is more than just a contest. It's a showcase of the global reach and excitement of the NFL, and a moment for Eagles fans to be proud of their team on a worldwide stage.
Bom, gente, vamos falar sobre o Flamengo. O Flamengo aceita a proposta da Atalanta por Wesley. A decisão está nas mãos do lateral. Jogadores e seu staff definirão ida à Itália ou permanência no rubro-negro. Oferta é de 120 milhões. Bom, o Flamengo, gente, ele aceitou a proposta da Atalanta da Itália por Wesley de 20 milhões de euros, que convertendo, como eu falei alguns minutos atrás, é cerca de 120 milhões. Sendo, na verdade, 16 milhões de euros, que no caso é 96 milhões, né, fixos, e o restante em bônus por metas estipuladas em contrato. Peraí, deixa eu recapitular para ver se vocês entenderam. O Flamengo ele aceitou a proposta de Atalanta da Itália por Wesley de 20 milhões de euros. Convertendo, vai para 120 milhões. Sendo 16 milhões de euros, abre aspas, 96 milhões, fecha aspas, fixos, e o restante em bônus por metas estipuladas em contrato. Espero que deu para entender agora. Ele veio embolado antes, peço perdão. A decisão agora está nas mãos do lateral direito de 20 anos e seu staff, que tem 10% dos direitos dos econômicos, abre aspas, e do valor, fecha aspas. Bom, a informação, né, foi divulgada primeiro pelo jornalista Júlio Miguel Neto, da rede Multiflar. Confirmada também, né, pelo GE, a definição de transferência ou permanência do Rio de Janeiro não deve demorar, já que a janela na Itália, né, fecha no fim desse mês. Bom, recentemente o Flamengo também aceitou uma proposta de West Ham da Inglaterra por Fabrício Bruno, mas o zagueiro não entrou em acordo com os clubes ingleses. Bom, em julho, tá bom? O Flamengo recusou a proposta de 12 milhões de euros, que convertendo, gente, vai para 72 milhões, tá bom? Do Bournemouth, da Inglaterra, por Wesley. O também inglês Tottenham, acho que é assim que fala, não é? É outro interessado no lateral direito, mas não apresentou proposta até o momento. Pouco depois de dizer não ao Bournemouth, o Flamengo renovou o contrato de Wesley até dezembro de 2028, no caso mais 4 anos. Ao fazer a operação, o rubro-negro comprou 20% dos direitos econômicos do atleta e passou a ser detentor de 90%. Bom, gente, essa foi a notícia. Espero que todos tenham gostado. Um beijo e até a próxima.